What's up? Welcome back to the channel for another video. So, do you feel that? It was just announced that Canon's finally opening up the RF mount to Sigma and Tamron. This is awesome, and we're gonna dive into it. But first, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, let's roll the intro, and let's get right to the goods. Oh, dude, finally, Canon's opened up the RF mount to allow third-party manufacturers to compete and release lenses for the RF system. But what does that entail exactly? So, I'm not gonna beat around the bush here. This isn't exactly the news that we thought we would be jumping for joy over. So far, all the lenses announced aren't lenses that you're gonna wanna mount to your R5, your R6, or your R3. Hell, you wouldn't really even wanna mount them on your EOS R or your RP. As of right now, all the lenses announced are APS-C lenses, which if you're shooting with an R7 or an R10, it's awesome because it gives you some actual options for some more affordable lenses. So far, the lenses announced by Sigma are the 18-50 f2.8, the 10-18 f2.8, and a 16mm, I think is also a 2.8. And then a pretty decent set of primes, 23mm f1.4, a 30mm f1.4, and a 56mm f1.4. Now, all these lenses are contemporary lenses and not quite as nice as sport or art versions. But hey, we gotta start somewhere, right? I mean, I'm actually already digging on the 30mm f1.4. It's a focal length that I can get some use from. Now, Tamron has only announced one lens for the mount so far, and that's an 11-20 f2.8, which is a nice lens when it comes to vlogging or these talking head type videos. Now, all the zoom lenses, they have a set aperture, which is awesome because you can actually change focal lengths without changing the light caused by a varying aperture. Now, I assume these lenses are going to be significantly less expensive than what you could expect from Canon products, which is why we all want third-party lenses in the first place, right? So instead of being in the $2,000 range, I see some of these being between $500 and $1,200, which is honestly not that bad at all. But we'll see where they fall as far as price goes. Now, as far as when we can expect to see these available, the Sigma 18-50 is going to launch sometime in July, and the 10-18 will launch in the fall. As for the other Sigma lenses, there isn't any launch information right now, but I'd say they'll probably space them out over the next year or so. Now, as for the Tamron launch, that'll be sometime in 2024. But if I had to make a prediction, I'd probably say around October. So where does this leave those people that shoot with full-frame cameras? Honestly, it should leave us with some hope for the future of the mount. Now, the EOS R came out in 2018, that's 6 years ago. And for 6 years, we've all been begging for some third-party options. Now, I'm pretty sure Canon was reluctant as all hell to open up the mount at all, because I think they wanted to make sure that all the lens purchases were Canon brand, and they get all the profits. But I think with all the pushback from Canon users and people leaving and moving to Sony or Nikon, Canon really had no choice if they wanted to stay competitive as far as cameras go. So personally, I think by allowing the APS-C lenses to be made first, it not only gives Canon more time to profit from full-frame users, but also using this time to test the waters, so to speak, and see how much of a hit they take from users choosing a third-party option, as well as to see if it brings people back to the brand. Now, this is great for me personally because I have the EOS R and the R7, and all I've used on these cameras have been EF lenses, mainly because Canon RF lenses just weren't cost-effective for me. This will give me the opportunity to actually see if there really is that much of a difference between EF and RF glass. I'm excited for this, and I look forward to see where this all goes. Hopefully Canon opens up the full-frame version soon and we can all enjoy having a choice. I know it's only open to Sigma and Tamron at the moment, but I'm curious what other brands can do with the mount. Even some budget brands like Neewer and Yongnuo. I'm all in on that. So what do you think? Chime in down in the comments. What focal lengths would you like to see? What other third-party brands would you like? And leave your thoughts on where you think this is going to end up. As for me, again, I'm optimistic and have some high hopes for the future, but only time will tell. So don't forget to leave a like on the video to help with the algorithm, subscribe if you haven't already, and click the bell so you don't miss out on any of the future videos. Also, check out my website, jeff-gresham.com, for photo prints as well as my upcoming Lightroom preset pack. And until next time, stay creative and get out and shoot. And I will see you in the next video.